At the presidential level, look, we even advocate that the 50% plus one that has to be secured under our current system of first past the post should be scrapped to a simple majority. So it's the proportional representation does not happen at the executive level. It happens at the parliamentary level to give voice to our people. Now, why do we want proportional representation for Ghana? We want proportional representation for Ghana in order to promote the politics of inclusion. We want more women, we want more youth, we want our best and scarce brains. I don't think we are making a very good use of the likes of Kweku Baako and Kwesi Pratt in this country. We have reduced them to radio talks and television programs, and that's just it. But with proportional representation, these knowledgeable men and women we have in our society could have a place to, as it were, influence policy conversations and discussions and all of that. Proportional representation promotes a politics of conviction. How many of our men and women in politics are in there because of conviction and not because of their stomach or not because of, survival? This is what we are talking about. If we left the likes of Atiq Mohammed, very brilliant guy, yet, if we left the likes of Bernard Bonner, brilliant guy, yet, politics of conviction has its own place. And if we would allow for that kind of politics in our country, I believe that this country would be the better for it. Now, we also want to make the best use of our human resources, like I have already said. And then one of the things that we are looking at in this new constitution is to strip Parliament of parliamentary representation or constituency representation, and just leave that to the DCs. If you want development in your constituency, go to your DC. They will construct the gutters, they will construct the roads, they will build the hospitals. Leave Parliament to represent their political parties. And in truth, if we want to be truthful with ourselves, our members of Parliament, do they speak to the concerns of their constituency or they speak to the concerns of their party? On e-levy, how many of them spoke on the concerns of their constituency? And if they did, e-levy would not have been passed. And so let us organize or have a system that allows, us to operate on the principle of honesty. And we believe that proportional representation is one of the ways by which we can do that. Now, the new constitution will be a development-led one. And proportional representation is a right system to galvanize the nation, towards it. We also want a change of the electoral system from first past the post to proportional representation, like we have said. We want and this is another idea, we want a second chamber. And by this second chamber, we want the collapse of the Council of States and the National House of Chiefs into this, second chamber. It's a lot of compromise. By ideological conscription, we don't even believe in that. But for the sake of our cohesion, we feel that the second chamber would bring all of these people on board. Now, okay, so that's basically it. We've talked about